In our earlier session, we discussed about of data modeling. There we've seen how to create custom objects. Head office, outlet, employees. And click on any of the custom object. There we can see the fields. These are the fields we created. And after that, we establish relationship between objects. Click on setup, go to the object manager. So search for outlets. And these are the custom fields. And we established relationship between objects. What is the difference between standard fields and custom fields? If you see the custom field, you can see _C. And this is a standard field, you can't see anything, just look like normal. That's the way we can identify difference between the standard fields and custom fields. And here you can see master detail between head office and outlet. I'm going to the slide that I can explain. Here, this is the master and this one is a child. These two are masters, head office and employee, both are masters, and this is a child. Here master represents a parent and detail represents a child, in which master object controls some behaviors of detail object. Like whenever a master object record is deleted, then the detail object also gets deleted. If you got a requirement just opposite to master detail, there we create lookup relationship. What is opposite? If we delete employee, we no need to delete the outlet. Here what is the parent? Employee is the parent and outlet is a child. So in both cases, outlet is the child. If you delete the parent, child have to be deleted. That is called master detail between these two. If we delete the parent, just only the parent record have to be deleted. There is no impact on child. That's called lookup. Most of the time people confuse what is the parent and what is the child. The simple thing you always need to remember is, here the outlet is the child. Go back to the org, I can show you. Click on this outlet, click on new. Head office location and store manager fields on outlet object. That's a recap to the previous session. Now in this session, we are going to discuss about of data security, sharing issues when we store our data into Salesforce database. Here we can say each object in Salesforce is a data table. In the table, we are storing our required information. So Salesforce is a database where business people can store their important business or sensitive data. Let's assume KFC storing all their business data and employees information into their Salesforce database. For storing business transactions and related revenue information, we have an object called business revenue. Just like outlets and head office, we have an object called business revenue. It holds all quarterly revenue. It is very sensitive data, should allow only the authorized people. For that, KFC creates separate username and password for their employees, and their access level should be different. Now I'm going to show a slide. Let's assume these three employees working for KFC. Their names respectively Raja, Richard, Michael. Here these three people working in three different countries. Raja working in India, Richard working in USA, Michael working in UK. Based on their campaign, they are generating lead and will store their data into leads object. Once they got the lead information, they contact people who came to their campaign. Hey, last week you have been attended to our campaign, so I would like to find out, do you have any interest about of the product or not, etc. Not only KFC, if you are working for a different company, as per campaign you will ask the lead, so it might be any product. Now the problem is, at the end of the day, everyone logging into the same globe platform. If the three people enter their lead data in one platform, it's going to get problem and confusion. Normally the people who are working in sales, they have some targets needs to achieve. For that they do some campaigns, from that they will get some lead information. In this example, Richard who working from USA don't have enough leads to achieve his target. In that case, if it is the common platform, he can contact other leads to achieve his targets without the lead owner permission. This concern went to the product owner who working for KFC. Now the product owner raised a concern to business analyst or consultant. Here the requirement is the people who create the lead, they need only to access their lead information. Others don't have the permission to see this lead information. Here you have to understand what's the requirement and solution, because every time in Salesforce we have to talk to the clients. So the people in Salesforce should have to know what is possible and what not. So before going to build this requirement, you have to know the data security level in Salesforce. In Salesforce, data security is divided or grouped into 4 layers: org level, object level, field level, and record level. And again, under the record level, we got organization-wide defaults, role hierarchies, sharing rules. Under the sharing rule, again we got manual sharing rule and criteria-based sharing. In org level, you can decide when and from where your users can access the system. In object level security, we prevent user or group of users from creating, viewing, editing, or deleting records of an object by selecting permissions on that object. In field level security, you can restrict access to certain fields, even if a user has access to the object. For example, in our KFC app, we can make the salary field in a position object invisible to interviewers, but visible to hiring managers and recruiters. The next one is record level security. In this level, we can allow particular users to view an object, but cannot see certain object records. What is meant by record? Go back to the org, I'm going to show you. If you click on any of the object, you can see some data. This is called record. What I said record level security means? Particular users can view the object, but can't see certain records. Every object we have some records. So these are all we call records. Records containing some data. This data, here we can allow particular people or users to view this data inside the object. So what we can do in record level? The users can access the object but cannot see the records. For example, in our KFC app, there the interviewer can see and edit his own reviews, but not the reviews of other interviewers. If that is the requirement, we can achieve using the record level security. So in record level security, the security can manage in 4 ways. We will discuss in depth of these while we discussing about of this record level security. Now first we are going to see what is org level security in depth, then after we will see remaining one by one. In org level, you are going to see how to create and manage users and how to deactivate a user. Set password policy, limit the IP addresses from which users can log in, restrict login access by IP address using profiles, restrict login access by time. Now navigate to the org. There we can see all these one by one. Click on this gear icon, click on setup. In quick find search box, type users. Then click on users. Here you can see every Salesforce user is identified by a username and is also having a password. Just click on any of the user and click on edit. There you can see his information: first name, last name, email address, and which profile he is assigned to, and what license he got, and what role he is assigned to, and his address, time zones, etc. together with other settings. Here the profile determines what the user can perform, what data he can see, what he can do with the data. So what is the navigation for this? To view and manage the users, in quick find search box, type the users and click on that. Then we can see all the users. And how to create the users? And if you click on this new user, you can create a user. In these fields, we can enter the data. So in earlier I said like we got 3 users: Raja from India, Richard from USA, Michael from UK. Just create Raja. You can give username based on the requirement. And this have to be working email. Why? Because we will get an credentials to this email. Then if you got a role, we can assign that role to him. Select that one or else just leave like that and assign the license to him. Right now I'm gonna assign Salesforce platform license. Then based on the business requirement, we're gonna enable these checkboxes. And he's working in India, right? Just fill this and uncheck this and click on save. So that's the way we create the users. I'm gonna explain later how this example gonna be work. Now we see how to deactivate a user. In Salesforce, you cannot delete a user, but you can deactivate an account so a user cannot log in. Deactivated users lose access to all records. That includes records that are shared with them individually and records shared with them as a team members. So click on any of the user. I'm gonna click on this Click on edit, clear the active checkbox and click on save. So that's the way we can deactivate the users. If you can't deactivate immediately, you can simply click on freeze also. What is the next one? Set password policy. So type password. So click on password policies. Here you can see what we can set up. User password expires in. Expire the password for all users in your org except for users with password never expired permission. Yeah, so depends on the business requirements, we gonna assign these values over here. What is the next one? Trusted IP ranges. Go back to the org, quick find search box, enter network access. Click on that and click on new. Here we can enter the start IP address and end IP address. If you have an address outside this range, you are excluded from login. You simply have to verify your identity by entering a verification code. See the next one. Restrict login access by IP address using profiles. Go back to the org. So type profiles, click on the profiles. Select any of the profile, depends on the requirement. Click on login IP ranges, then click on new. Here we can enter the start IP address and IP address and then click on save. This is all we can set up, depends on our business requirement. Otherwise we no need to enter. And the next one is restrict login by access time. Click on any of the profile. I'm gonna see the standard user one and scroll it down. Click on edit. Here we can set the time. So that's the way we can do org level security.